On October 19th, 2025, the energy inside Studio 8H was electric, as Sabrina Carpenter, the Manchild and espresso singer, who has dominated both the charts and the internet this year, returned to Saturday Night Live and made the kind of double-duty debut that only the most magnetic performers can pull off, stepping into the spotlight as both host and musical guest in a night that reminded audiences why she's become one of the most talked-about pop icons of her generation. The show opened with the return of one of SNL's most viral and chaotic comedy sketches, Kelsey's Girl Squad, featuring Chloe Fineman reprising her over-the-top Kelsey character alongside her pack of best friends, this time joined by Carpenter herself. The cold open was a musical fever dream in true SNL style, blending high-energy parody with a wink toward modern pop culture, as the girls belted out a recap of their wild Nashville night, set to the melodies of current hit songs, including Taylor Swift's Haunting the Fate of Ophelia and Lady Gaga's theatrical anthem, Abracadabra. The sketch quickly built to its signature absurdity when Marcelo Hernandez's fan-favorite character Domingo stormed in with exaggerated passion to serenade Feynman's Kelsey, channeling the melodrama of a soap opera, as he confessed his love to her to the tune of Alex Warren's emotional ballad Ordinary. For fans who remember the original Domingo sketch that went viral months ago, this revival felt like a full-circle moment. Back then, the bit had revolved around the chaos of a wedding confession, with Kelsey's bridesmaids revealing she had cheated on her soon-to-be husband with Domingo, all set to Sabrina Carpenter's hit Espresso. That first version blew up across social media, sparking countless memes, remixes, and fan edits, even though Carpenter herself didn't appear in it. Interestingly, that original skit had featured a surprise cameo from pop star Ariana Grande instead, which made Carpenter's actual participation this time around feel like poetic justice. Fans online were already calling it the redemption of Espresso, as Sabrina leaned into the viral origins of the joke and brought her sly, self-aware humor to the forefront. When the cold open wrapped, Carpenter took the stage for her monologue, walking out in a sleek black outfit that screamed confidence without trying too hard, immediately owning the stage with a mix of charisma and dry wit. Her opening speech was lighthearted, but sharp, poking fun at herself, the chaos of fame, and of course the mild controversy that had surrounded the cover art of her latest album, Man's Best Friend. Rather than avoiding the topic, she handled it with a wink and a line that drew laughter from the audience, subtly acknowledging that the internet can be both her biggest fan base and her harshest critic. It was a moment that showed how far Carpenter has come as a performer, not just a singer or an influencer, but a full-fledged entertainer who knows how to turn even awkward publicity into a punchline. Saturday night marked a milestone for her career, her first time hosting SNL and her second time performing as a musical guest. She previously took the stage to perform during a past season, including a memorable duet with the legendary Paul Simon on a heartfelt rendition of Homeward Bound during the show's 50th anniversary special, a moment that helped cement her as more than just a pop act, but an artist who respects the roots of music itself. Behind the scenes, the night was just as eventful. Regular cast member Bowen Yang was notably absent from the episode, with fans noticing his name missing from the credits before the show even aired. As it turned out, Yang had shared on Instagram that he would be skipping the taping to attend the prestigious 2025 Academy Museum Gala, where he was being honored with the Vantage Award for his groundbreaking contributions to comedy and representation in entertainment. His absence was felt, but the rest of the cast filled in the gaps with high energy and strong chemistry, particularly Feynman, Hernandez, and Carpenter, whose comedic timing was sharper than anyone expected. The espresso star proved she could carry an entire episode with ease, switching from playful humor in sketches to magnetic intensity in her performances, a balance few musical guests managed to pull off in one night. Throughout the episode, fans were treated to a series of sketches that blended pop culture references, satire, and Carpenter's own brand of cheeky self-awareness. SNL's writing team leaned into her dual identity as a glamorous chart topper and a sarcastic millennial icon, crafting moments that highlighted both her vocal range and her comedic instincts. Her presence felt like a cross between classic hosts like Miley Cyrus and newer generation icons like Olivia Rodrigo, young, talented, but already seasoned enough to own the moment. Online, the buzz was instant. Clips from the Kelsey's Girl Squad skit flooded TikTok and X, formerly Twitter, before the show even ended, and fans praised Carpenter for her ability to laugh at herself and embrace internet culture with authenticity. Even major publications began posting reactions, calling the episode one of the strongest of the season so far. Season 51 of SNL has been off to an impressive start. Carpenter followed in the footsteps of Bad Bunny, who kicked off the season with a wildly entertaining episode, and Amy Poehler, who brought nostalgia and star power as both host and returning alum. Carpenter's installment added a youthful pop-driven energy that perfectly complemented the show's tradition of mixing music and comedy. As of Saturday, she became the third overall host of the season, a notable achievement considering how selective SNL tends to be with dual-host musical guest slots, a distinction often reserved for artists who can truly command both roles. The upcoming weeks also promise a strong lineup, with Top Gun Maverick star Miles Teller set to host the November 1 episode, followed by comedians Nikki Glasser and Glenn Powell, who will both make their hosting debuts on November 8th and November 15th, respectively. That means Carpenter's show serves as a bridge between the heavy hitter episodes of the season, and she delivered the kind of performance that ensures her installment will be remembered long after the credits rolled. Meanwhile, last week's episode, hosted by Amy Poehler, had already set the bar high with its nostalgia-heavy cameos. Poehler brought back fellow SNL legends Tina Fey and Seth Meyers for a string of surprise appearances that left longtime fans cheering. Dee's impersonation of Kristi Noem in the cold open was a standout moment, while Poehler's portrayal of Pom Bondi drew laughs for its sharp political humor. These appearances added a layer of continuity to Season 51's tone, a balance between honoring the past and embracing new voices like Carpenter's. The baton passing felt symbolic, especially as SNL continues to evolve with a new generation of hosts who grew up watching the show themselves. Carpenter, who first rose to fame as a Disney Channel actress before transforming into one of pop music's most confident voices, represented exactly that evolution. The musical performances later in the night were just as captivating. Carpenter delivered 2 stunning sets that showcased both her vocal control and her theatrical flair. Her first number was a bold, high-energy performance of Manchild, complete with dynamic choreography and a stage setup drenched in red lighting, symbolizing both rebellion and rebirth. Her vocals were sharp and clear, and her delivery felt both playful and defiant, a perfect match for the song's lyric bite. Her second performance slowed things down, highlighting her more emotional side with a stripped-down rendition that reminded audiences of her vocal power beyond the pop sheen. Between those 2 numbers, she proved that she can command a stage with both humor and heart, bridging the gap between top chopper and live performer with confidence. By the time the credits rolled, the audience in Studio 8H gave her a standing ovation, and social media was already ablaze with clips, memes, and praise. Many fans pointed out how Carpenter's episode captured something rare for modern SNL, an episode that was both hilarious and culturally relevant, without feeling forced or formulaic. The show's combination of music, satire, and self-referential humor clicked perfectly with Carpenter's online-savvy persona. Every element, from the callbacks to viral sketches to her self-aware jokes about fame to her ability to turn a minor controversy into comedy, felt like a carefully orchestrated victory lap for a young artist who has learned to thrive in the spotlight without losing her edge. In the broader picture, this SNL episode marked another milestone in the pop culture takeover that Sabrina Carpenter has been orchestrating throughout 2025. After a whirlwind year of sold-out tours, chart-topping singles, and critical acclaim for her album, Man's Best Friend, this appearance felt like both a celebration and a statement. She's not just riding a viral wave, she's steering it. Her charisma on SNL showed that she's just as comfortable in comedy sketches as she is on stage with a microphone, and her willingness to play along with the very jokes that once trended about her proves she's in complete control of her narrative. It's that mix of humility, confidence, and humor that continues to make her one of the most captivating figures in pop music today. As fans and critics alike dissect every moment from her performance, one thing is certain. October 19th, 2025, will be remembered as the night Sabrina Carpenter didn't just appear on SNL, she owned it.